In today's video, I want to ask you something. If you've been a strong one for everyone else, have you ever stopped to consider what survival mode may have quietly stolen from you? Because I have learned survival mode doesn't just take our energy. Sometimes it takes much more. Praise and peace, family. I'm Veronica Lisa, and here on this channel, we talk about what it looks like to move from survival mode toward healing, toward identity, toward renewal, toward spiritual wealth, and toward rebuilding. And today I want to talk about something I don't think we discuss often enough, and that is the hidden cost of survival. And I'm going to slow down. So when most people hear the word survival, they think about major life crisis. They think about trauma, loss, hardship. And yes, survival often begins there. But what happens when survival or living in survival mode actually becomes a lifestyle? What happens when carrying responsibility, years of putting everyone else first, years of pushing through, actually settles in and becomes your new normal? Think about that. Because I think survival quietly steals things from us, not all at once, but little by little. Here a little bit, there a little bit. The first thing survival often steals is our peace. And because all of a sudden everything feels urgent. You know what I'm saying? Even when it really isn't. Our mind stays busy, our body stays tense, and rest no longer feels restful. The second thing that survival steals is our connection. It steals our connection with ourselves. We become so focused on taking care of everyone else that we stop checking in with our own needs, our own emotions, and our own dreams. And after a while, it can start feeling like we're actually disconnected from who we are and who God has ordained us to be. And we know that the enemy comes in to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But Christ has come that we would have it and have it more abundantly. The third thing that survival mode steals is possibility. Because when we are focusing on the events of the day, it's difficult to imagine tomorrow. It's difficult to dream, to rebuild, or to believe that there may in fact be something more. And honestly, I've experienced this personally, and that's why I believe that I can speak to this. So there was a time in my life where survival was very familiar, and one of the deepest things that I learned was survival may have kept me going, but it was never meant to become my identity. Maybe nothing is wrong with you either. Maybe you are not failing. Maybe you are simply taking on so much and trying to carry more than you were meant to carry alone. And if that's true, I hope that you begin giving yourself grace, give yourself a little bit more compassion instead of criticism. Because healing actually begins with awareness. And awareness creates that space for change. And in closing, let me leave you with this, if I may. Survival has, or I don't want to say if, let's say if, survival has quietly stolen your peace, your connection, your sense of possibility, it does not have to be the final word. Your story is not over. Hear me clearly. There is still healing ahead. There is still peace ahead. There is still rebuilding ahead. And maybe today, the next faithful step is simply recognizing what you've been carrying. I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing, just one thing survival tried to steal from you? Share it in the comments below. And if this message has stirred up something in you or encouraged you in any type of a way, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing as we continue on this journey from survival to spiritual. And until next time, you take care, you stay well, and you be blessed by now.